Hello, I'm Nayana Karunaratne. Today we are talking about all the ladies, the educated ladies who are staying at home without any value addition to the country or to themselves. It is a very sad situation in our country. We have more than 50% girls attending school up to A levels. They sit for the exams, and we have, I think, almost a 55 or 56% of girls entering the state universities. It's a fantastic number, but the sad reality is out of these 56% of the graduates who leave the university, only 28% at the moment go for employment. All the others get a degree and they stay at home. I am not against a single woman staying at home, that's her choice, but I think it is very unfair for her to study with the state funds. The government pays for every single student something between 1.5 million to 4.5 million depending on your degree, and then this money is contributed to the government by the taxpayers. So you are learning for free from the country and then you don't do anything about it, you just go home. That is not fair. Two reasons. One is the money that you have spent, you have to give it back to the country. And you also have to be progressive. You are an educated woman. What are you doing at home? Just because your family says or your husband says, you should have decided that when you were at A levels. You could have done A levels and gone into another skill, not go on to the university, because so many other boys lose their positions because you got your position. And then you get the degree and then you don't do anything about it. So this is a situation with the educated women. People complain about the politics, that there are no women coming forward. They complain that the corporate sector there are no women coming forward. But the actual truth is, Sri Lankan woman comes forward. The highest income earners are the garment industry, Middle East workers, and agriculture, and almost 80% of the women work in those fields. So this is the educated lot who are staying at home. So I think the reality of this is that the girl has no vision for herself. She goes to school for the sake of going, she studies for the sake of studying because she's clever and smart, she gets a degree for the sake of getting a degree, and then she stays at home because everybody else says so and she doesn't know what else to do. I think it's very wrong. If you go for a degree, if you use state funds, you need to work somewhere or be productive. I'm not saying earn money. Be productive to yourself and most importantly to the country. It is really, really very important. And I would also request the officials who are listening to this, whenever any student of the universities, if they go for further studies abroad, I know there is a bond. I really appeal to you to double or triple the bond to about 15, 20 or 30 million rupees so that they have to pay it back to this country. There is no point our nurturing a child from grade 1 or rather Montessori to the A levels and then to the state university, and then we sponsor that person after the degree to a higher degree or a PhD, and then that person leaves the country and leaves us empty-handed. So that is not possible. First of all, don't do that. Everyone should work. Second thing is, if you go in for higher studies and if you don't want to come back, choice is yours. But please make sure you pay at least 20 to 30 million back to this country, back to our coffers, so that we can educate somebody else. Thank you.